This video is just to give you a visual of the human brain and what areas of the human brain are involved in memory, just how they're separated and where they're located. So the different areas of the brain are split up through colors, as you can see, different lobes and whatnot. So the blue area here is going to represent the frontal lobe. And then moving back to the orange area here, that's going to represent the premotor cortex. The red area is representative of the motor cortex. The yellow-green area here represents the primary sensory cortex. This purple area here represents the parietal lobe. The green area in the back represents the occipital lobe. And then these two pink areas on the sides represent the temporal lobe. And then this bottom area here is the cerebellum. So we can start with the amygdala. That's located in the temporal lobe. You can't see it because it's inside. At least you can't see it in this model. And the amygdala is responsible for fear and stress memories. It's almond-shaped. And it's also involved with consolidating new memories into long-term memories. Then moving on to the hippocampus, which is also in the temporal lobe. It's responsible for memory that's involved with recognition and spatial memory. So, for example, when you get out of the bed in the morning, your room's dark, you know where your light is spatially in your room. That area is responsible for storing that memory. It also plays a part in connecting memories to each other to give them meaning. So long-term memory, that's what this area is responsible for. It's also involved, like the amygdala, with consolidating new memories into long-term memories. And damage to this area is going to leave you with impaired explicit memory function, which means you may have trouble with storing new explicit memories. For example, if you read that a restaurant closes at 7, you may have trouble remembering that. That's an explicit memory. Okay, moving on to the neocortex. That's stretched across these lobes here. And that area is what stores general knowledge. So it's information that's transferred from the hippocampus to here. So for example, if you learn that ibuprofen helps a headache, that can be transferred from here into the general knowledge that's stored by the neocortex. And then the prefrontal cortex, that's here, the front part of the frontal lobe. And that is what's responsible for working memory and short-term memory. So when you're doing a task and you need to pull a memory to aid you in that task, this area is responsible for that. And then lastly, the cerebellum, which, as I said before, is this yellow part here. That's what's responsible for motor memories. So, for example, when you learn how to shoot a basketball, this is what helps you to remember how to do that again. Anything motor like that. And then, just to show you, a traumatic brain injury is, as said before in the presentation, is where the brain is crashing against the skull. So it crashes back and forth like that. So you can see kind of how the areas that are involved with memory can be damaged by that. And I showed you where they were spatially on the brain. So you should be able to see like how that could be affected by TBI. But that was just a visual to help everyone see where those specific areas are and how TBI can damage those areas. So thank you.